Hello, all of my beautiful Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign friends. My name is LaChon with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is part 2 of your June 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who have thumbs up and liked my videos. Thank you to all of those who have commented and shared my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also contact me at any time through the Instant Go app, and the link for that is www.instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis. Both links are in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check those out. If you would like to book a future partner reading with me, and this includes details such as when and where you'll meet your future long-term romantic partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize him or her, as well as align yourself with him or her and the relationship of your dreams, you can do so now straight through the description box below. So please check that out. Alrighty, so as always, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do not resonate, please check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. If the messages do resonate, please check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of June 2018. And you can also cross-watch the reading for your partner or your love interest sign as well, because that reading may also have some valuable messages for you as well. So this is the second part to my Cancer reading, because the predictions ended up being 50 minutes on their own. They ended up being very, very long. So I wanted to split up the video in two, and now I'm providing you with your guidance portion. So if you have not seen the first part of this video, the first reading, first part of this reading, please go and watch that first. I will put the link in the description box below, and then return to this because, again, this is part 2. So this is the guidance portion of that reading. You can watch this reading as well. This can be a standalone reading, but it will be very useful to check out the predictions first in order to fully understand what is going on in this situation. So again, we are dealing with the situation where there is reconciliation, where there is a past love returning. Once again, where there's reconciliation and a past love returning, we know, Cancers, that we deserve love. These are the cards here of your theme. Once again, we know that we deserve love. We know that we are lovable. We've been putting in the work. We've been healing. We've been doing, the things that we need to do in order to transcend, in order to evolve within our love lives and within ourselves as individuals. And again, many of us are dealing with the soulmate here. So, and a twin flame, or a twin flame. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your guidance here. Okay, you guys are gonna like this too, I'm sure. Okay, I don't know why, but I keep speaking Spanish in my head today. I don't know. I do that sometimes. Talk to myself in Spanish. Okay, so for your first set of guidance here, so I have here 3 cards from, I believe these are my angel crystal cards. And then I have here my Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I have here 2 empowerment messages, as well as your postcard from Spirit, and this will go ahead and wrap up this reading. The second part of this reading anyway. So regarding your first set of guidance here from my Crystal Angels deck, I have here Rose Quartz, Love Life. And this says, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So I love rose quartz. Rose quartz is my favorite stone. This is my favorite piece of rose quartz here. Natural raw rose quartz that I got from a metaphysics shop. And I love this because I had a friend of mine put in some healing energy, or put in some Reiki, put in some energy into this. And you can also program your own stones. However, I got this stone, and within less than 3 weeks, for example, within less than 3 weeks, this 444 keeps popping up for you guys like crazy. So a lot of angelic healing once again. Within the next 3 weeks, I ended up meeting my twin flame. So what I did with this rose quartz is I would spend time, at night just sitting with it, taking in its energy, visualizing being with my true love, feeling it. The important thing is feeling the energy. If we want to manifest something, we have to feel the energy, feel it as though we have it now. So I just, enjoyed the energy of being with my love, even though I wasn't with anybody at that time. I also, put the stone in my bed. I slept with this stone. I put it, for example, under my pillow. Luckily, I have very thick pillows. I have memory foam pillows, so I didn't feel it. But I put this under my pillow. I slept with this in my bed. And I kid you not, within 3 weeks, I was with my twin flame. Within 3 weeks, we had met in person for the first time. So stones are very, very powerful. This rose quartz is a stone of love. This is also a stone of self-love, which is one of our themes. Love, romantic love. So I recommend, for some of you guys, it could be useful to go to a metaphysics shop. You can go online and find a rose quartz. And it doesn't have to be something this big. It can even be, I have this little rose quartz angel here, or it can be a small piece of rose quartz. And what you could do is clear it with some sage, or leave it out, clear it with some salt, with some sea salt. You maybe put it in salt water, leave it outside in the moonlight overnight, clear the energy. And then what you would do is have your intention, hold your attention, have the stone with you, and, whisper your intention, have it in here, let it connect with your energy, feel connection with this stone or with your stone, feel as though you are one. Then you would whisper your intention to the stone. So you would say something like, I intend to, I intend for the stone to attract my twin flame. I intend to have a fulfilling relationship with my twin flame, with my true love. And then you would keep this stone on you and know that it is working for that purpose. So I recommend to do that. I did it. It worked for me. I kid you not, within 3 weeks, I met my twin flame after first purchasing this stone in January of 2017. And I met my twin flame at the last week of January 2017. So love life, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So, you are attracting love. New love or renewed romantic love is here for you. So again, there's a reconciliation coming for you. Love is returning to you. This twin flame, this divine mate, this true love, is there's renewal, an opportunity for renewal here. So the second card that I have here is rainbow quartz, titanium rainbow quartz. And this says multifaceted, which is a beautiful message here, because this is saying that it's interesting. I just realized that I have something like this, very similar. I think I do have a titanium rainbow quartz here that was given to me by my twin flame, which is very interesting. Okay, so multifaceted. There are many layers and dimension to the situation or person you are asking about. I do have my stone here. I realize this is actually rainbow bismuth, I believe, but these stones are very similar, and this does help illustrate my point, the point that my guys are making here. Again, we have titanium rainbow quartz. So this is this is rainbow bismuth, which they're similar, except the titanium rose quartz has more purple and different colors in here. But this does recognize my point, because you see how on this stone there are different layers here. There are different layers. There's also, if you look here in the center, there's these different little squares here, and then there's also a hole right here, in the center that's deeper than the rest of the other little formations here. So this says multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or the person that you're asking about. And I feel as though this stone here is good at, signifying that or illustrating that point, because it could be that, for example, say us Cancers, we are sitting here, we are happy in this little square right here. There are these other these other things around here. So there's, this occurrence that could be happening, this event that can be happening, this event that can be happening, and this could be the overall reason for the event, but we are only able to see one small vantage point. You know, we're only able to see so much. We can't see all the different layers to the situation, because we may be here. Because we are here, we aren't able to see, you know, what's down here. Because we're over here, we're unable to see all the things that are going on in the background, because again, we're only here, you know. So again, there are many layers and dimensions to the situation or the person that we're asking about. So it could even be many layers and dimensions to the person. You know, people are not just one thing. There are many different layers to people. There are many different layers to our lives and our experiences. So it could be that, you know, speaking of, for example, this twin flame or this other individual, and they're saying there are many layers to, you know, this person's experience in regarding you and this connection. Or it could be saying that there are many layers and dimensions regarding this situation, especially if this is a karmic situation, especially if this is a fated or destined situation that, you know, has past life connections, that has religious factors and things like that. There are many layers to this situation and, you know, reasons behind this situation. This can all be happening for a reason. This can all be happening for a greater purpose. And all the things going on in this situation, again, we are not able to fully see and comprehend what is going on from our vantage point. So know that, you know, this situation is brought to you to, or has been brought to you to bring healing, to bring change, to bring transformation, to move you along in your life's journey some kind of way. So I also have here citrine, unnecessary worries. So this says release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solution. So that's this citrine here. I love this stone. This stone can also be used to bring more money to you. If any of you are interested in bringing more money, you can keep this in your wallet. Do the same thing, you know, that same process like with the rose quartz, where you clear and program the crystal, and then you can keep a small one in your wallet, even to attract money, for example. But this is also a very positive stone. And this says release the burdens of worries by giving them to God for healing or solution. So you can also program this stone for that reason as well, you know. So you can set the intention to have this stone. It's better to do that, for example, I believe with you know, a stone that is dark in color, like tourmaline or something like that, or onyx. But you know, you can have the intention of using a stone to release your burdens, you know, into this stone. So the worries, the fears can be transmuted and then given up to God, or given to God, given to spirit, given to the universe, given to your higher power for transmutation. So again, you can program this stone in the exact same way. You can keep it on you. You know, when you have worries, you can think about them, hold the stone, you know, and intend to release your worries to God. You know, let go and let God, or God, the universe, spirit, you know, your guides, your higher powers. Let those worries go regarding this situation. Sorry for shaking the camera there. Let the 444 again. Let these worries go regarding this situation. You know, give them up to your higher power for transmutation. Know that everything is working out for your benefit. There are different aspects and layers to this situation that we cannot see. So we are fearful of this situation. Know that, you know, things are working for our benefit in the background, you know, underneath or over or somewhere, even though we cannot see what is going on. We may be all the way under here, you know, we may be at the very bottom of this crystal. We're unable to see all the things at the top here, you know, from our vantage point. So know that things are happening in the background for your greater benefit, for your highest good. So, okay. Next, I'll go into your messages from these higher wisdom. These wisdom of the oracle cards. So the first card that I have here on the bottom of the deck is number 49, Observer. And it's so interesting how this card goes so well with this card saying that there are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about, because this Observer card also speaks of the vantage point and, you know, what we can see. So it says that, you know, especially when this card is in the reverse, but it is in the upright. So because it's in the upright, it's saying to look at the situation from a higher perspective. Look at all the different aspects to this situation. So the purpose of it, the reasoning behind it, the lessons you learn, you know, the different factors of this relationship, this connection, this situation. Look at all the different, you know, aspects to the situation. So take a look at all the different, you know, little rooms here, different, you know, I associate this with being like in a room, like we're in this room, you know, and this is our vantage point, and there are other rooms that we have yet to check out here, you know, regarding this situation. There are other rooms that we have yet to see. So this is saying to, you know, look at the situation. Also, say somebody does come back to you during the month of June, there is a reconciliation. This is also saying to, you know, when it comes to connecting with other people, see the situation from their vantage point as well. See from their view as well. If you want to connect with people, you have to understand them. So look at the situation from their perspective, understand their perspective, especially if you love this person and want a happy, healthy connection with this person who is your true love. You know, look at the situation from his or her perspective, what they were going through. You know, you can also share your perspective as well, but you know, we have to look at other people's vantage points. We have to look at the situation for what it is. It could be useful to reach out to somebody, especially a objective party, and ask for some guidance. If you need guidance from me, again, you can, or if you would like guidance from me, you can book a reading through my webpage, through my website. You can also book a reading straight through the description box below, a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading if you would like reading guidance on this situation. But you can reach out to a friend who is objective, you know, who is not subjective, so who doesn't really have an emotional attachment to this situation. So again, we have this number 49, this observer card here, which is speaking of, again, looking at the situation in its entirety. Also, it could be a good idea to seek a subjective opinion from somebody else. And when it comes to dealing with another individual, could be, again, a good idea to observe the situation from their point of view, from his or her point of view, not just our own point of view. Because as human beings, a lot of the time, what we do is we look at situations from, again, our vantage point. We look at situations through our own lens, our own film, our own, you know, rose-colored glasses, so to speak. We look at a situation through our past lens. So, you know, it makes me think of, for example, the study where, or the situation where, you know, there's a hit and run, and they go and question the witnesses, and the witnesses say one car is brown. You know, one witness says the car is brown. The other witnesses say the car is green. Somebody says it's an SUV. Somebody says it's a sedan. You know, and this is because people see things based on what is going on in their own minds, you know, what is going on from our own vantage point. So, again, this can be looking at the situation from another point of view, because again, sometimes we can be so caught up in our own emotions about a situation, or our own views, our own opinions about a situation, to where it's difficult to see anything beyond those emotions. So say we were feeling hurt. It could be difficult for us to see beyond feeling hurt, you know, but this is saying, again, if there's a situation where you would like a fulfilling relationship, where you would like a solid connection, then, you know, it could be best to see from that person's point of view and see the entirety of that situation for what it is, as opposed to looking through our emotional lens or our emotional, you know, thoughts here. So I have a number 51, Milk and Honey, and this is a great card here. This speaks of happiness, harmony coming, and this Milk and Honey card is beautiful opportunities. You know, this is saying that you reach the land of milk and honey. You're going to be reaching the land of milk and honey during the ending portion of June. So you could be, you know, having an abundance of love, attaining the desires that you want. Your wishes are being granted again. This is new opportunities. This is wonderful energy. You know, you'll have happiness, harmony within your love life. And it looks like this is going to be, I have here number 41, soulmates, with a soulmate. And this did come in the upright. So we have observer here. We have number 51, Milk and Honey. And again, this number 41, soulmate. So this speaks of changes here. So there may be some changes going on with this soulmate, but again, I see a soulmate here being a very large theme in the month of June. So many of you, again, are dealing with the soulmate, dealing with the twin flame, dealing with somebody who is very, very important to your spiritual growth, important to your life's journey, important to you as an individual, important to your soul growth. You know, and sometimes soulmates come into our lives for a period of time and then they're meant to leave. Other times, you know, there's soulmates that can come into our lives and stay there for a long period of time. But soulmates come into our lives and they teach us lessons. But the interesting thing is, you know, sometimes our soul contracts can end with particular individuals and then you split ways. But then there are other times when it's soulmate connections, you stay connected and you may go to different places. You may split in the 3D, but in the 5D, you remain together. See how this card here, you know, it's interesting. Okay, so, you know, we're speaking of this reconciliation card and this 5D connection here, this 4D, 5D, higher realm, higher dimensional connection here. And if you look at this card, these soulmates, look at that, the reconciliation, the soulmates are also in the 5D. They're also in the 4D and the 5D and the higher realms, as opposed to being, for example, grounded here on earth. So again, many of us, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, there's a very strong spiritual connection, a soulmate that many of you are going to be reconciling with. So that is very, very beautiful energy. And I really, really like seeing that. So again, it looks like there's going to be some big changes coming with this number 41 card regarding reconciliation with soulmates. Beautiful, beautiful energy there. And this is a soulmate that, again, you could have been apart from for a while. However, you know, if the soul contract has not ended yet, the soul contract has not ended. And no matter what we do in the physical world, if we still have a contract with this person that was made before we got here, saying that we are to have these experiences, you know, God, universe, spirit, you know, your higher power has a way of bringing you and this soulmate back together if the soul contract has not ended. And it is not up to us to determine when the soul contract ends. It is up to spirit, God, universe to determine when the soul contract ends for both parties. Well, it's up to us before we come into this lifetime. You know, there's an agreement made. So in this lifetime, again, we don't have the ability to say, you know, when this soul contract is done. And the other person doesn't have the ability to say when the soul contract is done. Even if, for example, they spend some time away from you or they ghost you or they stop speaking to you for a while. If the soul contract's not finished, it is not finished. And, you know, spirit, God, universe, higher power has a way of bringing people back together when their soul contract is not ended. So I have here number 21. Clean it up. And this is speaking of moving forward, transitions and moving forward. So moving forward in this situation, there may be some things that need to be cleaned up, that need to be cleaned out of this connection, out of this relationship, or out of your mind. For example, resentments, for example, unhealthy patterns, codependency, anything that is not serving you, whether that be people, places, things, thoughts, patterns, beliefs. These things need to be cleared out of this connection. So you could be working with your significant other to, you know, bring more happiness, bring more harmony into this situation. With this milk and honey card, this milk and honey card also speaks of, you know, wearing the world as a loose garment. So you have everything that you want, you have everything that you need, you're happy, you're content with your lot because you have abundance, you have, you know, very beautiful things going on for you. So you're able to just live and experience life as it comes, one day at a time, one experience at a time, knowing that you have everything that you need with this soulmate in particular, or because of this soulmate, in the connection with the soulmate. There's a lot of really positive energy coming. So if there's anything that is not supportive of that, it could be a good idea to clean it up. It could be a good idea to get rid of the things that do not serve you, whether they be old patterns. For example, say you were in this connection and there was a pattern that you had of you know, being challenging when somebody expresses some disappointment or something. You know, that pattern, if it created challenges, it could be a good idea to clean out this, clean it up, you know, clear out this pattern. If some of you need to make some preparations before you reunite with this twin flame or this significant other. For example, some people may want to lose weight. You know, that would be a good idea to start working on that, if that is, you know, if that message speaks to you, if that is something that is a theme for you. It could be, again, resentments, codependency, whatever it is that needs to be cleaned up and cleaned out, regardless if this is you, you know, removing these aspects from you or removing aspects from a relationship, because you could be getting rid of, you know, manipulation and toxic energy. You could be getting rid of challenging energy, control, manipulation within romantic relationships. You could be cleaning that out. But whatever is keeping you from love, because know that, again, you deserve love, you're lovable. So whatever is keeping you from achieving and attaining the ideal love that you deserve, whatever this is, should be cleaned out, should be moved out of your life or out of this connection, whatever that is, whatever is bringing this connection down, needs to be cleared out in order to move forward with a happy, healthy relationship. So again, you're cleaning it up. Let go of unnecessary worries. It could just be speaking of these worries that need to be let go of. Clear out these unnecessary worries, for example, because your love life is ascending. It is transforming into a higher level. Your love life is changing. It is moving forward. So any worries that you have about maybe not being lovable or not receiving love, or that it's not going to work out, you need to clean those out and clean those up, and know that this is a soulmate that you are dealing with. This is a soulmate that you are dealing with. So this situation, however it plays out, will be of the best and will be of the greatest benefit for you. So okay, I have here a few cards, a few empowerment messages. It's interesting. I had here 2 cards, and then when I got up to go get that stone, I saw that there were 3 cards that came out together that all slipped themselves under the table that I missed. So I'm going to get into these cards here, and then we'll get into your postcard from Spirit and wrap up this reading. I sure hope the other signs are not upset that this reading is so long. I didn't mean it to come out this way. So I have here faith. Believe you're not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. I just saw 10 minutes. So a new beginning, a lot of spiritual change. And this is a really beautiful, beautiful new beginning that's going to be happening. So have faith. Know that you are not alone. Spirit, God, universe, your higher power is right there with you. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. And then I have your energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. You have power within you. Things are moving forward. Open yourself up to, again, receive the power from within. Tap on the resources within you. But have faith and keep your energy high in this situation. There will be changes. There will be a rebirth. So keep your confidence about you. I have here pilgrimage. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. Only you can choose how you will move forward in this situation. But know that you are on a journey to your own greatness through this situation. You are growing. You are evolving. Your soul is longing to find the way, and only you can choose your path forward. And there's a rebirth that is occurring here. So no matter what happens, you can find new wings. No matter what happened in the past in this relationship, you can have a new beginning. No matter what challenges you had in the past, you can move forward like the phoenix rising out of the ashes, out of the dust, and you can move into something better. You can transform this situation if it is something that you really want to do. If you truly do have love for this person, if this is your true love and you want to transform this situation, it will do so. Have faith. Have faith. And just have an inner knowing that this is going to happen. Rise from the past, accept positive change that is coming, accept the positive change that is coming. And whether we have to let go of the past, we have to let go of negativity, we have to let go of lower energy. Excuse me. Know that positive change is on its way. So move forward with this positive change. Embrace the positive change and roll with the positive change, even if we have to make changes within ourselves regarding how we look at the situation, or if we have to make changes within the situation. Okay, so be bold, rise up, and stand tall. Feel the fire in your soul. Feel the fire in your soul. If this is what you want, go for it. Have the confidence. Be bold. Alrighty, so last but not least, I have here your postcard from Spirit. So let's see what this says, Cancers. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? So do you feel like you have to do the chasing? Do you feel like you have to put in the effort? Do you feel like you have to be the one to make this connection come back together because you may be fearing that the other person is not wanting it to come back together, is not willing to put in the work for it to come back together, or however this resonates with you? Maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing will get done. be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we don't think that will be a very good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, Cancers, do something different. Do something different. So this is letting go of the chasing. This is releasing that need to chase because you are focusing on self-love first and foremost. And when we focus on self-love, we don't chase. We focus on ourselves. You know, we don't need another person to fill that void. We don't chase after another person to provide us with the happiness and the excitement that we need. You know what's interesting? When it comes to text messages, I realized this, you know, it can be used, text messages and communication, especially if somebody's ghosting you. These kind of things can be like drugs to us because, you know, when we don't get the attention that we want, for example, say we're trying to reach out to somebody and communicate, you know, when we receive these messages, it can shoot off dopamine in our neurotransmitters in our brain, which produces a feeling of pleasure, a feeling of happiness, just as if we were to do a drug. You know, it shoots off these neurotransmitters in our brain. For example, when we get a text from the person we like, we get excited about it, causing us to feel pleasure. However, when we don't receive, you know, that message, when we don't receive that communication, it could cause our brain to yearn for it, similar to yearning for a drug or seeking a drug. You know, we can yearn for that high. We can yearn for that dopamine, that rush of dopamine that occurs when the message comes through from that person, or when we receive the communication from that person, or when we receive a visit from that person. So not having that, you know, could cause us to chase. You know, it's like chasing after a drug, chasing the dragon or something. You know, we want to get that high of receiving that message and that dopamine going off, you know, but not getting it, that can cause us to continue to pine after an individual, continue to seek an individual because we want to get that dopamine rush. But now we are, you know, focusing on ourselves and focusing on self-love. And that is where our happiness comes from, as opposed to the fleeting happiness or the fleeting high that comes from receiving a message from somebody, coming from an external source. We are learning how to have internal happiness. So again, this says, how about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. So just like I was saying in the beginning of the first reading, ask for your needs to be met. Share your needs. Speak up. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky and mesh relationship, repeat this mantra. I love this mantra. Repeat this mantra. So those of you who are in separation from your twin flame, or, you know, your twin flame did some shady stuff leading to your separation, you know, this is very, very good for you guys also. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to cure it. So if you're in separation from your divine masculine or from your twin flame, you know, and you want the situation to come back, know that you don't have to do any work. You've done all the work. You've actually done all the work by doing this healing, by going through this process, by learning, by experiencing these karmic lessons. You've already done the work. And now it's time for the divine masculine or for your significant other to do their work regarding this reunion or regarding seeking you. So again, set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible or sticky and mesh relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. You didn't cause the situation. Okay, so for those of you who are, for example, involved in third-party situations or put into third-party situations, you know, without, you know, being willingly put into the situation. Again, remember, you didn't cause that situation. The disruption of the relationship, you didn't cause the situation. You can't control it. You can't control it. You know, you are not in control of how this reconciliation is going to occur unless you are the one who is planning on reconciling. You know, if you're the one who's waiting for a reconciliation, you can't control it. And it's not your job to cure this situation. Allow the other person to step up and do their part. It says, then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. So everything is going to work out for us, Cancers. Very, very wonderful. So this was a very, very long reading, which I said it would be in the beginning. But those are all the messages that I have for you regarding your love and romantic relationships for the month of June 2018, my lovely Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign friends. So again, if you have not seen the first parts of this video, go ahead and check that out because that holds the predictions that that this guidance is based on. So thank you again for watching this reading. Please thumbs up and like this video. If the messages resonate with you, please comment, please share, please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can book a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading with me through the description box below. You can also contact me through the Instant Go app, and that link is also in the description box below. If you're single and would like to know about your future long-term romantic partner, feel free to contact me. POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. Also, you can book a future partner reading with me straight through the description box below. So go ahead and check that out. I love you, my fellow Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign friends. I wish you the best of luck in this situation. I'm sending you so much love, and have fun with, this energy going on with these commitments and, starting these foundations and with this reconciliation. And remember that you are lovable and you deserve love, but I think you know that already. So thank you again. Please thumbs up and like this video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Feel free to book a private reading with me through the description box below. And also come back very soon and check out your mid-monthly reading. Please also check out your Moon, Sun, and Rising sign videos for a more complete picture of your love life during the ending portion. During June 2018. You can also cross-watch as well. I love you all, and I look very forward to seeing you here very, very soon. All right. Bye, everyone.